So am I the only one who gets really bad heartburn or acid reflux from eating oatmeal? Just a small bowl of oatmeal cereal for breakfast with a little non-fat milk, a spoonful of honey, and a spoonful of margarine? For years now, I've been trying to figure out why I get such bad acid reflux from a bowl of oatmeal cereal. And when I look online, I haven't been able to find anything that says a bowl of oatmeal cereal causes you acid reflux. And it's not just a little bit of heartburn, it's really major. I feel like immediately after I've eaten a small bowl of oatmeal cereal, like I've just eaten an extra large pizza with pepperoni on it. I haven't been able to find any information about it online until just the other day. Finally, I typed in, can oatmeal give you heartburn or acid reflux? And an article popped up that said, it may not be the oatmeal, which I hadn't really thought about. I just assumed it was the oatmeal because honey, I don't think is going to give anybody heartburn. Non-fat milk, I don't think would really trigger heartburn. And I hadn't really thought about butter or margarine. I mean, it's such a small amount, a spoonful. Just didn't even occur to me. But this article went on to talk about how usually if you get heartburn or acid reflux from oatmeal, it's not the oatmeal itself, it's something else, the brown sugar or whatever. And then I found a few other articles that did say something about high-fat foods can give you acid reflux, which I already knew. I mean, I've heard that many times over the years, but I never really thought of butter or margarine as high fatty foods, but I guess they are. So I'm not sure why that never really occurred to me. Maybe because I always buy the real healthy butter or margarine, like Smart Choice or whatever. So it just never really even occurred to me that it could be the margarine. So I thought, well, let me just test it. And sure enough, I tried my normal bowl of oatmeal for breakfast, added my non-fat milk, and a teaspoon of honey, and left out the margarine. It definitely doesn't taste as good without the margarine, but it's still edible. I mean, it's still fine. And so, just like that, after years of trying to solve this mystery, I discovered it was the margarine. The one little teaspoon or tablespoon of margarine that I was adding all of these years was giving me acid reflux. What a surprise that was. Especially just one tablespoon. After eating my oatmeal cereal, I had no heartburn. I had no acid reflux. So I decided to also try it with toast. Most mornings I either have a couple of pieces of toast, and maybe the reason I didn't really think of it as being the margarine is because I put the same amount of margarine, maybe even a little bit more, on my toast. So I usually just have toast or a bowl of cereal. And maybe one of the clues should have been that I can eat cold oatmeal cereal, which I don't add margarine to, and I don't get acid reflux. It's just the hot oatmeal. And so maybe that should have been my first clue, was that the one thing that was different was the margarine or the butter. But I think maybe the reason I didn't put two and two together was because on the mornings when I don't have cereal, I'll have toast, a piece or two of toast. And I always add margarine to my toast as well as my honey. And I do get a little bit of heartburn or acid reflux after eating toast. Usually, I always just assumed it was the bread, but it doesn't last as long. It's nowhere near as bad as the oatmeal. So I guess maybe since I wasn't getting the same acid reflux from the butter or the margarine on the toast, I didn't make the connection that it was possibly the margarine that I was putting in the hot cereal. So I don't know, maybe it is the margarine interacting with the oats, because this is just regular oatmeal. Nothing processed, it's just oats. So anyway, mystery solved and acid reflux gone. At least when I eat oatmeal cereal, hot oatmeal cereal. So have any of you had the same experience with getting acid reflux from eating oatmeal?